Okay. We're in for a bit of a little treat now as I invite and introduce my next special guest onto my segment, waiting in the wings. Welcome to my syndicated program here in the UK. We have the one and only Chloe Collins. Firstly, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Great to hear it. Where are you situated presently in the world right now?
Yes, so I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. I moved here for music.
Oh, that's awesome. So my first question I really wanted to ask you is how long in your opinion have you, say, been in this music industry for?
Oh goodness, pretty much my whole life. I started writing songs when I was 8 years old, and I just kind of didn't stop. I taught myself guitar at 8, and then I started writing songs, and it just kind of spiraled from there. So quite a while now.
Oh, that's great. And would you say you're from like a musical background? Is your family kind of like into, the music world?
Definitely, yeah. My dad was in a band and my mom's a singer, so there was music all over. And they used to play their favorite artists for me, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, everything, 80s music. It was all across the board.
Amazing. And of course, the Eagles as well. They're a household name, aren't they?
Yes, love
Oh,
the.
fantastic. And was there always a piano or a guitar not too far away in your house growing up?
Oh, for sure. There were always a guitar or a piano somewhere where I could just start playing. It was great.
Cool. So you just mentioned being a singer, musician, being on stage. In your opinion, that's where you're happiest at?
Yes, definitely. I just feel like I'm a completely different person on stage. I just a different persona takes over and I love it so much. That's my favorite place.
Ah, that's amazing. And at present, are you promoting or plugging any new material you may like to share with us?
Yes, I have a new single called Pottery, and I'm super excited about that song. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever written, so I'm very excited about it.
Great. Has it got anything to do with like clay making at all, or is it completely
You
different?
you would think so because it's called Pottery, but it's actually just it's about a lot of things, love, grief, all of that, but it's called Pottery and the cover art shows pottery, so everyone's like, "Is this about pottery? Like actual pottery?"
And so, like, the listener can make their own interpretation in relation to the song.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. Was this song written from personal experience or for someone else?
It was kind of a combination. I wrote this with two of my friends, Hannah Dionis and Sarah Bears, and we all kind of brought our own experiences to it. We wrote it in 3 sessions, so it took us quite a while, but we wanted to perfect it. And then we wrote it all together, and I'm so glad with how it turned out. But yeah, it was a little bit of
Yeah.
everybody's experience.
And it's been well received at the moment.
Yes, definitely. I used to get it requested on all my TikTok lives daily. Everyone would ask for it. And so I was like, maybe I should release this song. So I'm glad I did because now everyone can actually listen to it on their own and they don't have to ask me to play it.
Great. So we chatted about pottery. Maybe we can play that right after the interview for the
Yeah.
listeners so they can preview that. Just wanted to touch on a few of your songs from your back discography. I know that Partner in Crime is quite a popular, very popular song of yours, well received. Was that track recorded back in 2020?
Yes, I did vocals on GarageBand and then I sent them to my producer and he did it all pretty much separately. But somehow we worked it out during COVID and
Mm,
I'm so glad we did. That one went pretty viral on TikTok, which was amazing.
yeah, there were strange times, weren't they?
Very
Yeah.
strange. It was very isolating,
Mm,
but I'm glad that's over.
yeah, hopefully that won't happen anytime soon.
Hopefully
But
not.
I know, as you say, it's doing fabulously on the listener figures, on the streaming services. So I bet you're very pleased with that.
Yes, definitely. It's been so fun to see people and then people come into my live streams and they say, "Oh my gosh, you wrote Partner in Crime?
Mm.
I love that
Yeah.
song." So I love when that
Yeah.
happens.
Not going to dwell too much on COVID, but do you still do like live streams now and again?
Yes, I started them during COVID, but now I do them pretty much daily and I have people come and they come every day and it's like a little community. I love it. So I'm so glad I got that out of it.
Oh, that sounds good fun. I bet you get like viewers from all over the globe.
Yes, I've gotten London, I've gotten Sweden, I've gotten everybody, and it's so fun. I do my live streams at different times, so different time zone people can like come to them at the whenever they want
Yeah.
to.
Sounds good fun. And another song release of yours was called The Devil I Know. That has an intriguing song title.
Yes, I know. I wrote that. That one I wrote alone, and I kind of just got into a different headspace. And I was like, let me write something completely different, something that I haven't written before. And I wrote that, and then I wanted to produce it as creepy and weird as the song is. So
Mm,
I think I did that with my producer. But
mm,
yeah, that was a fun one to do.
mm. I guess you can't write a country song without mentioning whiskey or the devil, have you? You know, devil goes down to Georgia.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
And so with songwriting, where and how do you get your creativity, you know, your concepts, you know, when you're writing and composing?
Yeah, I mean, it comes from all over. It'll come from my real life, or my friends will tell me a story about what happened to them, and I write that. Or I even watch a TV show and they've got a good storyline on the show, so I write that down. I kind of just try to keep my ears open and I listen for anything that could be a song title or a song idea or concept,
Yeah,
and then I just let it all come out in songs.
yeah. Would you say you've got a good eye and ear for like, you know, something unique to write about?
I think so. I at least try
Yeah.
to keep my ear open for like things that I haven't heard before,
Mm.
you know?
It's a good knack to have, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Keeping your eyes open and your
Yeah.
ears. Cool. And one part of you know, being a musician performer is making music videos. Do you enjoy that aspect of it? I know costs are quite dear at the moment.
I do. I make all my own lyric videos and music videos. I had one music video that I did with Alan Howard, and that one was really fun. But the lyric videos I make myself, and I have so much fun doing that. I went to a film camp and I learned a little bit about video editing, and now I use it for my lyric videos, so it's really fun.
Oh, great. Another great string to your bow then.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And say Nashville, Tennessee, what's the habitats like there, the natural beauties? There some nice places to shoot.
It's great. I know we have so many amazing parks, and I did one at some park that was really cool, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was just perfect for the vibe of the song. And we have so much, we do have a lot of natural beauty here,
Mm.
trees, and I'm from New York, so I'm not used to that. But, having actual foliage around is really nice.
Ah, brilliant. What part of New York from? Are you from the actual state or the city?
I'm from Manhattan, the city.
Oh, wow, nice. Have to make it there one day. It's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
it's so great.
I bet it's nice around Christmas time. You see it like in the films.
For sure. I know. I want to go back for Christmas so that I can see it. It is exactly like the movies, it's true.
Ah, fabulous. And do you enjoy doing covers as well? You know, like other people's songs, you know, putting your own stamp on a song.
Yes, I love doing covers. During my live streams, I do a lot of covers,
Mm,
and it's so fun to just do everything everyone requests. And because I also get the song inspiration from other songs and just different artists and the way
mm,
that they write. And so that's super fun to have.
mm. And of course, who have been like your influences and inspirations over the years? There's probably so many. It's such a broad question, but I do
It's a
have
lot.
to ask.
Well, as I mentioned, the Beatles and the Beach Boys and the Eagles and just different bands like that because I grew up on it. But then also, currently, I guess Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift and Maren Morris. It's a combination between
Hmm,
country and pop, and I like that because then I can do pop melodies with country lyrics, a little bit
yeah.
combination.
She's quite popular at the moment. Chapel, is it Chapel's the singer?
Pepperoni, yes,
Yeah,
I love her too.
yeah, she's very popular over here. I didn't know who she was until I checked her out. I was like, wow, yeah,
She's great. She has really fun songs, which I like, very disco-esque, and that's so fun.
great. And are you a signed artist or are you an independent artist?
I'm independent right now. Yeah, I like it because it gives me freedom, but I'm also open to be open to being signed. That would be awesome as well.
Great. Yeah, that's I guess the best of both worlds. Each has you know, pluses and minuses,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Next question for you, I'm going to ask, I know you're very young at the moment, but is there any highlights or moments in your career you wish you could relive, or do you think there's still so much more in the pipeline?
That's a great question. I think hopefully there's more to come, but I loved playing the Bluebird Cafe for the first time, and I did my first headlining show recently, and that was amazing. I think a lot of performing milestones happened, and I wish I could relive them, and I
Mm.
just think about them, and I'm like, wow, I've accomplished some cool things, so that's always fun.
That's good. And what's this year been like, with festivals as well? They've been quite popular.
Yes, I did a Muscle Shoals Songwriter Festival, and I did that 2 years in a row. That was great. And I hope to do more songwriting festivals because those are just so much fun. I
Yeah.
love playing those.
And it's a good feeling to be invited back as well.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's good. And you've also had your music featured in TV and film. What's that feeling like?
That is surreal to sit down to watch a TV show and then you hear yourself back in it. It's so strange. And the first time it happened, I was 13. So that was really crazy to see my song in a TV show. I don't know even know if I processed it at the time,
Mm,
but um, yeah, it's been such a cool journey. And I recently got one of my songs on Love is Blind on Netflix, and I remember watching that on the TV, and it was just so cool.
mm.
But yeah, I hope to do a lot more of that to get a lot more of my songs in shows because that's been really fun.
The best is yet to come then.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Um, and what's the feeling like when you get recognition, say from like music magazines, publications?
That is really cool to read an article reviewing my songs and reviewing my work is just really cool. I love to hear what other people think, and I love live streams, but I also love live shows because then I can hear the audience's feedback and see
Mm,
what they think. And so to be able to read a review about my music or my artistry is just so amazing. I love
mm.
it.
Have you ever been in a situation when you say like you're traveling like at a train station and you see yourself like on the front page of like a newspaper or a magazine or an issue?
Not yet, but hopefully that is coming. Hopefully that's next.
I'm sure it's not too far away. And what's the support been like from your friends and family? And any shout outs to your followers?
Yes, it's been amazing. Yes, shout out to my amazing followers and everyone who comes to my TikTok live streams daily. Y'all are awesome. I know I do them at weird times, but I'm glad everyone shows up. And yeah, my family is so supportive. They've always been really supportive of my music and my friends as well. They always come to my shows and things like that. So I also had a fan who drove, I think, 13 hours from St. Louis to come see me perform once, and that was surreal. So just
Mm,
really cool things like that have come out of this.
yeah. And I know with the power of Google, people can just type in Chloe Collins and you'll come up. But where's best for people to follow you on like social media, like emailing lists, newsletters, and streaming platforms?
Yes, well, my website is chloecollinsmusic.com, and then I have TikTok and Instagram and Spotify and all those things just under Chloe Collins Music. Try to keep it consistent.
Yeah, awesome. And you got a new single called Pottery released. Will that lead to an album later down the line, or do you just like releasing singles after singles?
I love releasing singles because then I can do it more frequently and I don't have to wait to work on an album, but I would love the thought of an album as
Mm,
well. That would be super fun.
yeah. So when you feel it's time to release an album, then you will do so.
Definitely,
Yeah,
yes.
great. A couple more questions to go. For first-time visitors to Nashville, do you have any places or venues you'd like to strongly recommend to my listeners to visit?
That's a good question. Well, okay, the listening room is great because you'll see a great show no matter what night you go. It's all songwriters and they've written songs that you've probably heard before, which is amazing. And they have good food as well, which always adds to it. Um, Oh gosh, what else? I mean, the Bluebird
Yeah.
Cafe is classic, and I just played at the End, which was cool. I've never even been there before, but I got to headline there, so that's a cool venue. I think there's just a lot of cool venues that you can
Mm,
just go in and see a band you've never heard of, and they're the most amazing band you've ever heard because it's Nashville and everyone's really talented.
mm. Of course, you're a recording artist as well, but on weekends, do you go out, to play live shows?
Yes, I play a lot of live shows, a lot of writers rounds here, which is
Mm,
also a fun thing to see. And I just, other than the live streams, I try to play out as much as possible
mm.
because it's so fun.
So just try and do everything you can.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Great. Final question for you. A little bit on the spot, but not too much on the spot. Finally, can you just tell me one interesting fact about yourself? It could be anything random.
Oh, that's a good question. I played chess in middle school and high school, and I still do, and I was on a chess competition team, so that was fun.
Oh, awesome. Do you find chess quite relaxing as well? A bit of downtime from music.
Definitely. I know.
Mm.
I think it's fun to have hobbies outside of music, like reading and chess and all those kinds of things, because it just works your mind in a different way.
Great. Well, that's all my set of questions I wanted to ask you for today. Thanks for a very pleasurable interview. These interviews go so fast. And all for me to do really is, with your permission, play your new single Pottery on my show. Would you like to introduce it on?
Yes, that would be amazing. Well, thank you all for listening. And this next song is one of my favorite songs that I've ever written. I'm really proud of it. And I hope you like it. This is called Pottery.
Chloe Collins, special guest on today's show. Thanks for joining me. Keep up the good work. And if you like, we can get you back on the show in the not too distant future for a bit of a catch up. All right.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
That
Have a
sounds good.
great day and a great week. All right. And the best
Thank
of
you.
luck with this single.
Thank you so much.